Hello, everyone.
Hi.
It's William and Andrew here from Allegory Gallery, and we are at Star Cottage Studio today. Guess what? Making more kits. Well, Andrew's been making kits like crazy. I was at the store all day today. It is, I don't know if you can hear it. I just came in from the, my hair is crazy. It's so windy outside. You're probably going to hear it in the background. You can at least probably hear the wind chimes going nuts outside. There's up to 66-mile-an-hour gusts of wind. The drive over here was a little scary in the van, rattling the van all around. There were trees down on the road. Yeah, so hopefully we'll be able to get home after this today. And the power keeps flickering here, so hopefully we keep power going. I have my phone plugged in already just in case. We lose some power and we have to go on cellular. I don't know if we'll be able to broadcast at 1080p on cellular, so we'll see how that goes. And it keeps knocking the pellet stove out, so it's a little chilly in here because that runs on electric as well. So it's, you hear that? I don't know if you can hear that or not. But it's very, a little bit disturbing sometimes. Let's see, who's with us today? Teresa is joining in. Both Teresas are joining in with us today. Hello, Suzanne. Says hello, William, Andrew, Katz, and AG Beat Fam. Hello, Marianne out there. Thank you for joining us. Cindy says, I got my goodies today. They are very shiny. Good. I'm glad you got some good stuff. Hello, Amanda. Amanda says, Snowmageddon is here. I don't think are planning to get any snow anymore. I think the temperatures are pretty much, well, the precipitation is missing the cold temps like at night, and I think we're just getting rain.
There's ice.
There will be ice.
I saw while I was driving.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Andrew said there is ice out there. I didn't notice any, but it's, I was in the big van with pellets in the back, so I was pretty well weighted down.
It sounded like somebody was throwing rice in their car.
Yeah, I got that, but for driving through it. Yeah, I was getting that from underneath, from all the sticks coming up off the road. Yeah, it's crazy out there. Hello, Sandra. Thank you for joining us. Hello, Karen. Thank you out there. Hello, Donna. So today in store, because of this crazy weather, was a little bit slow. We had a few people come in, though, which was great to see. Some people braved the rain and cold and wet and wind to come visit us. We did not have class today because our teacher Jen is off for her birthday.
When is her birthday?
Today. So happy birthday to Jen out there. If you're watching, I doubt it. I think she's on her way to Connecticut. Gesundheit. And yeah, it's so weird. I never really thought about Jen's birthday being like, what is it, like one week after mine. I've known Jen for years, and it never hit me that hers is like 1 week after mine, because I celebrated mine, was it last Friday? Yeah.
All last month.
No, I didn't get all last month. I maybe got all last weekend. But I was in class on Friday for my birthday, and today would have been her birthday in class. So that's so weird. It's crazy. So yeah, she's doing that. So we didn't have any classes. So it was a little bit quiet. But I did some cleaning. I cleaned up the front desk area and reorganized it a little bit and got that done. So that felt good. And I posted a lot. I posted about yesterday's Kit-a-Palooza, day number 2. We released 10 kits yesterday. So I shared those everywhere. And I posted about our Saturday tutorial coming up tomorrow morning. So Jen is away, but there's still time to play with the tutorial on Saturday morning. And so you can watch that at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, or anytime after that. Once it debuts, you'll be able to go in and watch that again and again and again if you want to. It's a really cool thing that she's done with waxed linen. So if you want to check that out, I hope you'll visit our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Allegory Gallery, and subscribe and hit that notify me button to let you know and remind you that it's coming up tomorrow morning. So I sent out notifications about that, did some emailing and some SMS text messaging, And whew, what else? That was a lot. It was a lot. And it's a little bit wild. How's everyone out there? Vanessa says we had tornadoes and hail last night. Yuck, I spent some of the evening hiding in a closet. That's crazy. We don't get a lot of, I'm going to knock on wood right now. We don't get a lot of tornadoes and things through here. One of the first years when we moved back, a tornado came through the area. It was like, welcome back.
And like, when we moved here, they said, oh, it doesn't snow very much anymore here. It's warm now. Global warming. We don't get snow anymore. And then we had a blizzard.
Yeah.
And it was like 4 feet.
But to everyone else's, whatever, it has not snowed like that since. But yeah, the first year we moved back, the very first winter, it was like, welcome here. Welcome to Pennsylvania. Surprise. Yeah, because they hadn't gotten snow here like that in a long time. And of course, we moved back and we woke up. We went to bed with no snow, hardly any snow on the ground. We woke up, it was over, like, imagine a big truck, like heavy duty, extended cab kind of truck. And the bumper on that, imagine the bumper up to the grill being covered in snow. And that was not where it drifted. That was just snow. So
we lived out in the middle of the woods.
Yeah, we lived in the middle of the woods with a driveway that was probably a quarter of an acre long or a quarter of a mile long. And then the back roads were dirt after you got off the driveway and you ended up on the dirt. For about another mile or two. So
this is a little bit, this is not a lot of snow.
Andrew became very concerned that they were like, this is not a lot of snow, y'all.
When it warmed up, I left. Pretty much.
He did. He left for 2.
Like,
He ran away to Tucson for a few months as soon as it got a little warmer.
As soon as I could leave.
As soon as he could get out.
Anybody need a roommate for 3 months?
So that was our time back. And then right after that, a tornado came through very close to us here and came through the area. And that was the first time I think I had ever known a tornado. Like sometimes we had tornado warnings growing up, but never saw anything from them. And
there was a tornado in Brooklyn when we lived in Brooklyn.
I heard about that. I think my family was like,
too.
it's like the tornadoes are following us. So I'm sorry you had to get stuck hiding in a closet. That's no fun at all. But I'm glad that
be fun.
Andrew says it could be fun.
We watched a movie or a show.
Hiding
in the closet. Getting up to no good.
They were doing some things in the closet.
Touching things.
Their closet was more like a gigantic pantry, though. But Amanda says, that's good. You have pellets stocked up? Yes. Stocked us up. Stocked my mom up.
Weird. We can't use them.
They're in the back of the van. Yeah, we can't actually... Well, I could unload them, but I would have to carry them the entire way across the yard, and they're heavy. So our ground is too wet here right now to drive the van onto it because it doesn't have 4-wheel drive, or all-wheel drive. So the van does not want to, it just wants to spin in the mud and throw mud everywhere. So I was kind of hoping that it would get cold enough to freeze the ground at least the next 2 days so that I can drive up to the door instead of carrying the pellets all the way across the yard. So we'll see. We'll see. Otherwise, I have some pellets in here, but I'll be carrying them by hand, which I always do. But huh? What? The power going. The heater's back on. It came back up, the pellet stove. But as soon as if it blinks too long, just for a split second too long, it goes out. So we'll see. We'll see how it stays in here. But it was chilly when I came in. This has been blinking on Andrew.
Yeah, it's fun to make kids in the dark.
Yeah, Andrew's over here making kids. Literally, he has a candle over here. He's like making kits by the candle. Oh, just in case. For heat and for light. And Andrew's poor head is like having a war with itself right now. Because the temperature changed very quickly. We were in like the 60s yesterday.
You think I'm lying?
Look, this is Andrew's candle. It's a big candle at least, but this is Andrew's working candle. So yeah, and Andrew's sinuses are. I can hear them burning from across the room. I think he's snorching across the room. But yeah, so it's been this weather. It's time. Y'all know I like winter. It's okay. I don't mind it. I like it better than summer generally, but it's time. Spring can come and stay.
Even in places like Tucson, there's snow right now.
Yeah, there's snow in LA, snow in Tucson, it's crazy. There's no escape. You couldn't even move to Tucson right now.
I don't know if I want to live in Tucson.
So, yeah, it's crazy. Like, I'm a little concerned about what's blowing around out there. We had to park on the other side of the cottage. One, I can't get the van to this side anyway, but even Andrew parked over on the other side where there are fewer trees.
Yeah, our neighbor's yard has trees.
Our neighbor's yard has old trees, and they're shallow. Like, they're planted very shallowly. Is that a word? Shallowly?
But they're like right against our building.
Yeah, they're right on the property line. And some of the trees there are, I'm sure, property trees, but most of the trees that are falling are in the neighbor's yard, and they're right next to us. So they keep falling over, and we're trying not to, there's not been, knock on wood, there's not been any noticeable damage to us. But we don't know anything about the neighbors over on that side. And so we don't know if they're going to get things cleaned up here in the spring or what's happening. Yeah, they might be an older couple. And we don't want to cause a fuss, that's not us. But we also don't want our building to be collapsed upon by giant trees. And some of the trees are like just hanging off of branches of other trees that they've already fallen. So it's a little concerning. And normally over there, like, they have it like manicured really well. It looks like a little park most of the time. But this winter has been brutal. So they have some big trees down. They have the roots sticking up out of the ground. So yeah, it's been interesting. Norma said it's very bad here. My power is out. 300,000 here without power. Sustained winds of 55. Gusts measured at 75 to 80. Semis overturned on the interstate. Trees down. Roofs damaged. I think my house is okay.
Well, I'm glad I didn't go.
Glad we didn't.
Kentucky.
I know we were talking about going to Kentucky for my birthday, or this weekend, like now. And I'm glad we did not decide to do that.
I'm sad missing my metals meeting.
Yeah, Andrew's not going to his metals meeting. We've been talking about that this week here with y'all. He's not going to Pittsburgh tonight. Don't worry. It's too dangerous.
I was like,
yeah,
I don't want to get stranded.
like, it makes me nervous just hearing it out there, let alone driving through it.
And I'm a pretty confident driver.
Yeah.
As Lennis can tell you, a little weather doesn't bother me. I'll just drive around the branches, even if I have to go a little bit off road. Yeah, no. I had to walk, like, you know how like a babushka lady walks, who's like bent over, almost horizontal, and my hood was up, and it was like billowing out like a cobra.
Yeah. When I walked in, it was the same thing. It was just like
my bag almost blew away.
I know. I was trying to make sure the car door didn't get ripped off.
Oh my gosh, the screen door.
I know.
I was like, oh.
And then I couldn't get the door handle open, and I have all this stuff, and the screen door's flying. I'm trying to, because the handle.
You get concussed.
I know, the handle sticks now on our door a little bit more than it used to for me. I don't know. So sorry, Norma. Sorry to hear that. That's awful.
We're glad we're not in the visit.
Yes. Marianne says it's actually above freezing today and mostly sunny. Marianne's got good weather there in Canada. I know. Teresa bought 2 tubs of rock salt. Gotta have that sometimes.
Which Teresa?
Oh, sorry, it jumped and I am way behind.
Ramsdale?
Yes.
Oh, Connecticut.
You
can say hi to Jen.
Right? Jen's heading up to Connecticut. I don't know where.
We went to the cutest town in Connecticut. That was Southport or something it's called.
I forget, but it was really cute. Suzanne says, hot here and windy, but no 60 miles an hour. Suzanne says, I saw your cat pics. Love. I know. I shared some pics today. I was like normally today is my day that I get like half the day off at least. Out of the 7 days, this is the one I usually get a half day, maybe sometimes. And I think that's why my energy's low today. My body is just like, and my brain is like, normally you're not at work right now. You think that's not real? I think that's real. And so I shared some cat pics and some flower pics on my timeline. So thank you, Suzanne. Teresa saw the cat pics and flowers. Thank you for looking. Hello, Nancy. Thanks for joining us. Amanda says we were supposed to get 45 centimeters of snow between now and tomorrow with high winds and whiteouts. That's a lot. 45 centimeters, that's what, about, is that 3 or 4? No, centimeters. 3 or 4 inches? Is that right? I don't have a ruler here. Y'all on your centimeters, but I think it's like 3 or 4 inches. I might be off. Oh, let's see here. Susan says it was very rainy and cool here. Too warm, though, for snow. The sun came out for a quick peek, then went away. We got no sun today. It was all rain and gloom. And normally I don't mind. Like, sometimes I like those days, but not when it's like this. Windy.
Yeah, I woke up just living headache.
Yeah, Andrew fell asleep, actually, last night for a little bit, and then...
I purposely made myself go to sleep. And then I woke up a couple hours later.
Next thing I know, I looked over when I was tossing and turning at night, and he's gone again. I said, what is he doing? And then he's down there snorching.
Yeah, better at least one of us get sleep.
Marion says, I think I only have browns and black and waxed linen. That's okay. You can use any colors. The colors she uses are just the colors she had. And she explains that too in the video when you see it. But you can use any pattern you want. You can use all the same color if you want to. You can use different colors. It does not matter. It just helps maybe when you're working along with her to have them just in your mind, you know, for the tutorial and the making process. But yeah, you can use all the same color if you want to. Nora says we're under a tornado watch until 10 tonight. No warning yet. Fingers crossed. Yeah, hopefully those all stay away. Stay away. Nancy says wind gusts here are crazy. Yeah, it's been a little bit scary up here. Sandra says that reminds me when I first moved to Florida, we had 3 hurricanes within 3 weeks. That should have been my sign. Oh, yeah. But you're still there. You must like it. You must like it enough. Marion says, my first year in Edmonton was negative 20 degrees Celsius for weeks, and spring wasn't until June. Yeah. Andrew's like, we're not moving further north. Susan says, I hate tornadoes. I've seen a couple of small funnels forming and heard the train toad once. I want no further personal experience than that. Me either. Huh? Oh, yeah, and heard the tornado. Unless train toad is a thing people say. I don't know. Is that a thing? No. Does it make a train-like sound? And heard the... Somebody made that up. Hello, Harry.
Welcome to the
train toad. That would be an interesting sound. I could hear it, though. Like a toad with a train. That noise would be... Oh, wow. I know, right? That sounds like a tornado, right? No. He says no.
In Florida, there, like some of the classrooms, there'd be like a wall of windows, and they're like, get under your desk for safety. I was like, so we can get tangled up? Because they were those desks that you just have enough for your like arm in your hand and like a notepad.
Just has like a table on top, a little L-shaped table.
And then a wall of windows.
Nice.
It's like, okay, so then we just die basically.
You would think like schools would hang like rolls of fabric so they could just release them if they needed to in front of windows. Like, wouldn't that make sense? Like if a school had a wall of windows or in classrooms that the teacher could like pull the cord and the fabric would drop, so in case something blew through the window, it would.
Drapes.
Yeah, most schools don't even have drapes. I know our school didn't have drapes. But I guess maybe the kids would go and unfurl those and then you'd be all in trouble. I don't know. Harry says 50 and sunny here today. That's nice. Let's see. Vanessa's after last night. I'm not sure I am ready for our spring. I don't know. I'm ready for spring. This winter has been wild. Not super cold all the time, but different. Like the ups and downs are really hard.
I don't like it.
The 70 degrees one day and 30 degrees the next day and negative at night, and it's been insane.
Our flowers don't know what day it is.
I know the flowers don't know. Susan just said it's too early for spring. My tulips are coming up though, right? Yeah, we've got our daffodils, all the iris or the crocuses, some irises, the snowdrops, huh? The dwarf iris, yeah, the dwarf iris.
Iris is later in the summer.
Yeah. Susan's been hearing some fearsome wind gusts here too. Nancy says in Tampa, she's having gusts of wind. Let's see here. Donna says, I hope Jen is okay. I think bad weather is up that way. Lots of snow. Yeah, I was surprised because she was worried about going up to New York the one weekend. And I was like, it's supposed to be like 2 inches of rain. If I'm still here. There, I think I'm back. Hi, everybody. We lost our power. So we might not be able to do this live today because if this is going to keep happening, just wait a little bit. It'll change. So there we go. See, I'm not lying. It's happening out there. Let's see.
Like that? The drama of it.
Susan was saying train roar, not train toad. Train roar.
Train toad.
Anne says, yes, there's a train sound that it makes. I thought people talk about hearing a hurricane or a tornado sound like a train. But I didn't hear train toad before. That's kind of cute.
No, it's a thing.
Linda says, y'all need to catch up. Only 3 countries use inches and feet. I'm pretty fully metric. I kind of have an idea of what it's like. Well, for measurement because of beads. But yeah.
We got Google.
A country as big as ours, it's not going to transition very quickly, or we got Google, right? Google answers it all.
You don't know, you just ask it.
Susan says autocorrect is not helpful. I know, it picks the weirdest things sometimes. Like words I never, ever, ever use, but it will pick those. Like every time I try and write thanks to somebody, it's usually risks or tusks. Don't know why. And when I say happy birthday, the word birthday, for some reason, never comes out right. It's always something totally wrong. And I've almost sent very happy thoughts in weird ways to a lot of people on their birthday. Vanessa says, if someone finds the perfect place with perfect weather, no ice, no freezing, no extreme heat, no hurricanes, no tornadoes, please let me know.
There are some places in North Carolina.
Some places in North Carolina. Sandra says, no, I don't care for it. Moving this year. Don't like South Florida. Wow, I didn't know that. Where are you moving to, Sandra? Move up to Pennsylvania? She's like, nah. You can move up to Ligonier. You can be our neighbor. There's a few houses for sale around us.
Which What you want? What you want?
Andrew's like, I'll find you a house. What you want?
I'm gonna do a
Probably a lot
course.
cheaper than you're gonna get down
Oh my
there
gosh,
too.
what, you want a mansion?
You want a mansion? He says.
I know one. I know one that just opened up. What's your style?
What's your style? Andrew should have been a realtor. I think he would have enjoyed that job actually.
I'm not dead yet.
He's not. He's like, maybe pick up a second job, third job, fourth job.
I'll go ask her from Margot Potter.
Yeah.
If I can borrow her license.
Hey Margot, how's it going?
I don't think they're doing it anymore.
I don't know if they are anymore either. They went through all that trouble.
I know, and then they didn't do it.
Diane says, I've heard they make a train noise, but I don't know about the toad part, right?
Wow.
Sandra says, honestly, can't afford it anymore. Too much money. $, $, $, $. Yeah, it's cheap up here in Pennsylvania. Just saying. Just saying.
Would your job? Are you gonna keep the same job?
Are you still working? I can't remember if you're still. I think you're still working, right?
Social media.
Yeah. So that's probably able to be done remotely, right? Ann says the weather is crazy here too. I'm surprised at all your flowers that are up. Yeah, the flowers here go up fast.
Maybe not now.
After this, they're probably all going to be blown away. Yeah.
And not in a fun glass competition kind of way either.
Sandra says maybe Augustine, Florida, or Raleigh, North Carolina. Oh, Gesundheit. Amanda says my internet is already acting up.
St. Augustine's expensive too. It's a tourist place.
Harry says I was in 3 different tornadoes and that train sound is real. Donna says be safe out there. Amanda says I experienced a few typhoons and the sound is haunting. Oh, let's see, where am I at? It keeps jumping. Sorry if I miss anybody's comments. I'm just trying to get back to where I was. Susan says any place with ideal climate would be beyond expensive to live in. Very possibly. Very possibly.
There's a couple places. It just depends on what you like though, and what you can do for work.
Yeah, working from paradise sometimes is harder.
Also depends if you want more like desert or if you want more like beachy.
Yeah, I don't know. Sanders says my sisters are in Raleigh. That would make sense then, if y'all get along, right? Marie Louise says Facebook is acting a bit weird today, jumping around. The video is lagging behind what you're saying. Hit us up on YouTube. YouTube's usually streaming better. It does stream in better quality because it streams in 1080p. So maybe that might be the difference.
Also, our power keeps going out.
Marianne says, yes, the prices in rural Pennsylvania do seem cheap. Rural, city, doesn't really much matter. It's cheaper than a lot of places around the country.
How many buildings do you want?
Even in Pittsburgh and stuff.
Oh my gosh, I saw this one in Pittsburgh, $295, a whole downstairs shop and a 4-bedroom apartment above.
See
North
y'all.
Side.
North side.
Very
See?
charming.
See? Oh, Cheryl asked, what pretties are you posting today? New kits. We're making new kits. More new kits. It's Kit-a-Palooza, and it's going to be Kit-a-Palooza for forever. We have 2 more days of it after this. Andrew's doing 5 days.
We're going to do it on the weekend.
Oh, are we? I was hoping we'd have a break.
No, because then we need it to finish up for when Barb comes.
Yeah, I need to be here for Barb. Anyway, the wind right now is howling, says Amanda. Let's see here. Sandra says, yes, still working. That's the reason I have stayed, hoping to generate enough money from my biz to quit. That would be nice, right? That would be nice.
You never know.
Cindy says, St. Augustine is not cheap to live. Looked into it a year ago. Lena says Facebook is very jerky today. Cindy says, left Facebook, I'm back. So hopefully the YouTube is better for y'all. YouTube does seem to be lagging too. Probably the wind interfering with things. Could be on our end. I don't know. I'm on cellular now, but it seems it's not giving me any warnings. Usually it lets me know if there's anything weird with that. Ann says, really? North side? Harry posted some new earrings on the AG Challenge page, the Allegory Gallery Design Challenge group on Facebook. Showed the wire he twisted, so check that out, everybody. I haven't been on there yet today. I've just been posting things. I haven't been browsing things yet today.
If we were millionaires, we could either pick Johnstown or McKees Rocks and totally gentrify it.
He's like, just totally buy it all up. Buy it all up.
So cheap right now. There's a town called Denora, which, there's a whole town for sale.
There are towns in Pennsylvania that go up for sale, entire towns sometimes.
And one of it was $900,000.
$900,000 to buy a town? Amanda says, I can't believe how much snow has fallen in the last hour. If you don't see me Monday, you'll know why. Oh my goodness. Well, I hope we don't get any snow. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Lena says, having same issues as Diane picture is jerky. Is it on YouTube as well or just on Facebook? YouTube picture is slightly better, so I am over there. Good. Let me see if I turn on my Wi-Fi, if it gets any better. I don't know if our is gonna there. I should be back hopefully on the Wi-Fi now. I don't know if hopefully it's up and running. I can't see the router from here. But hopefully that'll make it better. I don't know. We'll see. It might just be the internets all over the country right now. Or the world. I don't know if any of y'all out there in other countries are getting a laggy picture. Let's see here.
All right, it went up. It's 1.5.
Oh, 1.5 million for the town.
But
maybe there's a bidding war. I don't know.
There are 19 homes. Well, maybe. This is from 2017, so it might have went down.
Oh, it might have went down since 2017.
It's called Reduction.
Reduction? Reduction was the name of the town?
I didn't name it.
I'm just asking. It's not the reduction in price.
There's 75 acres.
75 acres for a town.
It's in Westmoreland County.
It's here?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
There are 19 homes, a duplex, a schoolhouse, and farmland.
A duplex, 19 homes, a schoolhouse, and farmland.
And it's right along the Yakagani River.
Right along the river. Beautiful scenery. Sandra says we could buy the town and turn it into a bead town.
Artist commune.
Artist commune, anybody? Anybody got 1.5? It's probably cheaper now since if it hasn't sold since 2017. He said he thinks he saw it at 900,000 for a whole town, 75 acres worth of a town, y'all.
I'll look it up. let's find out.
He's like, can we all buy a town and just move there? Marianne says, perfect bead commune. Donna says, it's really quiet here in Latrobe, kind of scary. Somebody came from Latrobe into the store today, and they said the winds between here and there were crazy on his drive.
All right. It's currently listed at $999 and $900.
So $99, $100 away from $1 million.
Still 19 houses.
19 houses. 19 houses? Wow. For a whole town, y'all. That's pretty good. Less than $1 million to buy a town.
Basically, it's like a neighborhood, it looks like. It looks like a neighborhood. Basically, like if you're going to buy a whole neighborhood.
Just going to buy up the neighborhood. Literally. All at once.
I wonder how they do their sewage.
Andrew's like, do I got to put in sewage again? Do those houses have poop holes?
Correct. See, again, I didn't say the P word.
Susan says, artist commune sounds intriguing. We could grow stuff too and share cooking, right?
Beat up time.
Right?
I don't know if y'all will be able to see that. Y'all can't see that, can you?
I think so. That's the town, y'all. Can buy the whole town. Look at those houses, look pretty nice too.
Yeah, what is that?
I think that town, I think they say sometimes there are military towns, and then when the military moves out, they just leave everything. And I think that's where that, because I saw something about that town, I think, or one like it. And I was reading the comments on the post, and they said a lot of times the military comes in, and they'll be in an area for a while, and the town goes up, and the families stay there, and then they move out, and then the town just goes away if nobody moves in.
So let's.
Sandra says 20 houses, that's $50K a house bargain.
Yeah, you are. So if somebody can bankroll it and you don't have to get the certain fees, it's literally how much is that?
You're like, if somebody's got $1 million in the bank. Marianne says school is for communal meals, right? Share information and skills, but still have privacy, says Susan. We have our own town, y'all. Our own town. We could determine what? We determine property tax. Do we? No, that's the county. Well, you determine some probably. The local.
So your monthly mortgage would be $300.
$300 monthly mortgage. There you go.
See what happens when you got money, y'all?
Yeah. Isn't it? It must be nice to have money, right? And just buy up a whole town if you want to. Be like, today, this weekend, I'm going to go buy a town. And then fill it up with all my friends. I don't know if you can hear me or see me when that happens. Yeah, so there it is. Hold on. I'll be right back, y'all. Nothing or something.
I don't know why you turned it back on. It's cold, but.
Sandra says we have an idea going. Right? Yeah, I think the delay you may be experiencing is probably when it flips, when my router here goes off and it flips to the internet, the cellular network. Normally our cellular service is really good here, but when the wind gets a little crazy like this, sometimes that affects things. So that might still be why you're having a little bit of an issue. If you're watching at 1080p, maybe kick it down to 720 and see if that works on YouTube. You can change that. You can go down as much as you can go up. So, Susan moved over to YouTube to try that out. Is it? Usually it's the wooden table in the background. Sometimes it's your paintings. Sometimes it's beads. So yeah. Okay. Well, let's how about before we lose all power, we look at some kits today and maybe get through that at least. Amanda got her storm chips today. Got to have my snacks, she says. I know, we need to stock up. Although I don't think. I know, I wasn't sure because I asked you if you wanted them and then you didn't even want them. So I was like, maybe they're not.
I was going to sleep.
Well, so was I. I went to sleep at the same time as you.
Letting them cool a little bit, and then I forgot about it.
I figured they'll still be there when I get home.
You're watching that Star Trek.
Yeah, we've been watching Star Trek Picard, and the first 2 seasons were like, And then this season is actually really good. So if you,
how come they have to like end it when it actually starts getting good?
I know. So if you've been watching Picard and you're like, I have not been into it, check out the 3rd season.
And they're canceling Discovery.
They're canceling it?
Yeah. They filmed the 5th season, but then they're gonna film a little bit more to wrap it up.
Huh. I don't like that talk. I like Discovery.
It's been getting wild.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. They went a little. They when they swung for the fences, y'all. I was like, you maybe could have made the story a little.
Well, it
bit
started with like
smaller.
what, Red Angels or something, right? So
That was
second season. I thought that was the first
third
season. I thought that was the first season.
No, it was when they're in the past, and then they had the Klingon War.
I don't remember.
And then they
So
fell asleep for like.
Andrew mentioned yesterday, if you like pastels, he has a kit for y'all. This is kit number 21. Kit-a-Palooza 2023, kit number 21. And you get 4 different strands of the pinch beads in different colors. Aren't these pretty? I think these are super pretty.
You can do bead weaving with those.
Oh, Andrew says you can do bead. Oh, that one fell apart. So we'll just move that over here. And then you also get this toggle. It's a crystal, and this is a box clasp. Amanda says, I can see those on a crochet necklace. Yep, that'd be cool. Marianne says, okay, I always try to have cheesies on hand. You do love your cheesies, don't you? Just had to get that one bead that blew away so that kit is complete, even though that string broke. So that again is kit number 21, and that will be available in the online store as long as the internets all hold up after midnight tonight Eastern time. Just after midnight. That's what I've been doing the last few days, and that seems to be working out okay for my schedule. This one I really like. I think you're really going to like this one too. Kits, I don't think any from yesterday, but I think kits 6 and 10 have sold out completely. All right. So these are glass beads. Check these out. With the little flowers, there's little cane work in there. Rodney says, according to my calendar, this Sunday is Cheese Doodle Day. Flash to the other internet. Cheese doodles. Yeah, cheese doodles is what we call them here. They're long, cheesy, puffed rice things or puffed corn things. And so, okay. So let's see, where was I with this kit? You also get these vintage Chinese ceramic beads. I'm going to go unplug the pellet stove. Sorry, run with that many blinks. I want to make sure our technology is not going to be blinked to oblivion. Susan says all this snack talk is making me hungry. I know. Kind of like a Cheeto then. Except they are usually cheese doodles, cheese puffs are generally less compact. Like Cheetos are a little bit crunchier, where I think cheese doodles, cheese puffs are more aerated. And then you get this as well. Oh, Suzanne says the unicorns and the silver fish are sold out too. So that's from the Ava Motherwell collection. I saw the unicorn sold out. I didn't know the fish had sold out as well. Those big glitter fish. So this is Kit-a-Palooza 2023, kit number 22. Kit number 22. Marianne's already eaten, had raisin toast and eggs when she got home. I didn't show you these, I don't think either. These little beads. Ceramic. Andrew, these are ceramic or glass?
Is that from?
That's from the ones with the cane worked.
That is glass. And it's
Glass.
From Japan.
Japanese glass. Vintage Japanese glass. Rounds. Norma says, I got some unicorns. Nice. Marianne says they look like licorice sticks. Those do look like licorice sticks. All right. Kit number 23. Kit number 23. Who likes some honey and bees? I like honey and bees. There's a lot in this kit, y'all. Okay. Amanda had supper ready early so people could eat before their evening activities. Then everything got canceled. All right, so you get this gigantic strand, like double full strand here, double full strand of crystal. But wait, there's more. You get another double full strand of crystal. And then you get strands of check glass. These ones here are larger hole. Can you see the hole there? So there it is. Larger hole, you see the string going through it and how much larger that hole is. So you have that. And then you get 4 of these little bee check glass beads. So that is kit number 23. Now, Gesundheit. If you are just tuning in and you're like, where are these? Why can't I find them? These will all we're giving you a sneak peek today, as we have been doing for the last 2 days on our videos. Huh? It's a preview. And so these will all be available in the online store just after midnight Eastern time in the morning, tomorrow morning, technically, but tonight. It's still dark, but it's tomorrow morning, right? That's why I always try to use 11:59 p.m. and 12:01 a.m. so that people actually know.
Yeah, because sometimes when you say 12 in the morning,
Or when you say, yeah, when you say midnight on, you would say midnight. Some people would say like midnight Friday the 3rd, like for today. And it's like, but that's really technically Friday the 4th, but some people would think midnight Friday the 4th is tomorrow night. It just gets very confusing.
I guess that's for the military time.
Yeah, military time would come in handy for that. All we civilians don't do that, though. Let's see here. Suzanne's having gnocchi today. Where'd you get that idea, Suzanne? Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, we had gnocchi the other day. We were talking about that yesterday. Andrew made a good dinner the other night with that. Last night, we did not go grocery shopping. We had Sheetz food, which is the neighborhood gas station. For all of you, like, what is Sheetz? It is a gas station, but they have food, like many of our gas stations here do. And it's actually not bad. It's actually pretty good. We just overdid it since we live here. But every once in a while, it fills in for a me at all. I don't know if you can hear me when that camera goes out. It went out again on me. But yeah, so that's what we ate last night. Amanda says, I love beans and wieners. I haven't had that in a long time. Whoa. Something's blowing around on our porch. Let's see. Suzanne says, I love that yellow. Okay, are we back? Somebody let me know if we're back or not. What's that?
My cellular is still down.
Yeah, I'm getting Wi-Fi. Our Wi-Fi must have come back. So we're back. Are we back, everybody? Yes, back. Okay. So our cellular now has gone out. So apparently a cell tower in the area must have gone down because neither Andrew nor I have any cell service at all. So we just have the Wi-Fi, which will go out every single time the power blinks. So we're going to kind of try and get through these here. Or not, whatever, right? Either way, they're going to come out tonight for y'all online. You can get them. So we'll figure it all out. Amanda says, what kind of food can you get at the gas station? You can get Mexican food, burritos, tacos, taco salads. You can get breakfast sandwiches. You can get Lot of fried foods. You like mozzarella sticks? They've got them. You like fried jalapenos? They got them. Fried pickles? They've got them. So this is Czech glass over here. You have Swarovski crystal here.
Hamburgers.
Yeah, they make hamburgers and subs, or what do people call subs? Hoagies. Sometimes people say hoagies or subs. These are two nice little beads. I'm going to go a little bit quickly just to get, in case we don't get through everything. And then you get this fine pewter heart toggle from the AG Fine Pewter collection in silver. Linda says gas station here is called a petrol station, generally just called a servo. Yeah, I'm used to the petrol because I work for the British car parts supplier. So everything is petrol, like petrol injected for fuel injection. And, you know, the windscreens and the bonnets and the boots and all that fun stuff. Grew up with that. It's still why I spell things the wrong way here in the U.S. Let's see. Marion says it's gas or a service station here. Gas station food here is chocolate bars, chips, and maybe a 10-year-old hot dog. Yeah, that's what some of our stations are like. But Sheetz is a family, technically a family small business. But it's not quite a small business, I think, anymore.
No, they had that in North Carolina.
Yeah, it's a family-based. The family owns everyone. They're not franchised out or anything like that. And they are one of the, if you are in the U.S. and there is a Sheetz, it will have one of the cleanest bathrooms if you need to stop along the road. What's that, Loves? Yeah, Loves and Sheetz have very clean bathrooms generally.
You're inside.
Yeah, you don't have to go around the corner outside with the key. Let's see here. Linda says we have restaurants attached to some of our petrol stations. We have that too on the bigger, especially along the highways. But most of ours are small stations with little bits of, like little kitchens inside. So this one is this the bamboo?
Yeah.
Yeah, the resin bamboo. So it's bamboo under resin.
They're made in the Philippines.
Made in the Philippines. The whole goes this way, top to bottom. Then you get this foil glass. Beautiful foil glass. Then these are vintage plastic, I think. Or are these more of that bamboo? In resin. It's like I've never seen these ones to kind of go with those. Those are nice. And then these are a composite stone. So you see how they did that. They did that in quarters. Composited that together. I don't know how they do that, but that's nice. So you get basically glue, Andrew said.
Like
industrial glue.
I believe it's alabaster and marble.
Alabaster and marble, he thinks.
And the marble is called like a portobello marble.
Portobello marble?
Like a brown.
Brown marble.
Or is it Portofino? I don't know.
Portofino marble?
Porta something.
Porta marble. This is going to be kit number 25 when it debuts. It's going to be kit number 25. Sandra says, I thought it was franchised. Sheetz? No. At least not unless it happened relatively like soon or relatively, around. What's that? Recently? Yeah, because my family was looking, my mom and aunt were always looking to do something after retirement. And they're like, why don't we franchise the Sheetz? And then we'll run that. And we looked it up, and they were all family owned. Out of Altoona, Pennsylvania is where they come from originally. I think some of my friends from college know the Sheetz family because she tagged one of them in a post when I was happy about a Sheetz order. Let's see. Harry says we have a lot of food trucks next to different stores and so much good food from so much good food made by people from everywhere. We have Mexican, Philippines, Greek, South American, wonderful food. That's nice. Uh, we don't have food trucks in our town. They fought against them, or they are in the process of fighting again against them, because we have so many restaurants that are small businesses in town that they're afraid that the food trucks will come in and take too much business away from the restaurants. Um, I don't know whether that would be the case or not, because I think that if you bring in food trucks, you're also probably bringing in more people that wouldn't have come in anyway. So there's a chance to get more. But I also, as a small business, um, I wouldn't want a lot of All right. Hello. We're back, I think. Um, let's see if everyone is back. I don't know how much we're going to be able to do from here. We might run home. Usually our power at home in town, because we're outside of town now. Usually in town, the internet is much, much better. Well, the power is much better. I don't know what they do in Ligonier, but it hardly ever goes out.
You tripping.
It blinks, but it does not go out. I don't know. I can remember one time that we had to actually like worry if we were going to have to freeze things or whatever. All right. So we'll see. We'll see if we get through all this. This is the next kit. This is 26. I don't think I showed you this one yet. Or maybe I did and it wasn't showing, or maybe you saw it. I don't know. But we're going to take a look at this one. This is all check glass here. I don't even know what we were talking about. The power went off, and then just as I was about to come back on, it went off again. But this is really cool. These are rounds, and they're like a blue and purple color, these little rondelles. Or discs. That's a better word for them, discs. So this is Kit-a-Palooza Kit 26 for 2023. You get this S clasp in there as well. And Andrew also threw in these little these table cut. We know some of you really love these table cut flower check glass beads. So they're in here as well. And that's kit 26. Yeah, the discs, Marion, they are really cool. I don't know where Andrew pulled those from, but that's a good find right there. Diane says, I swear if this power on, power off crap kills my fridge, I'm going to scream. After you went through all that to get your fridge. Yeah, I don't know what the electronics are doing at home. And then, let's see, I didn't label these ones yet. This is 27. Kit number 27 for Kit-a-Palooza 2023. There's this green, beautiful green. You know I love green. Andrew's been doing a lot of green kits. He's getting ready for that springtime fun. So these are a cool design in the vintage check glass. And then we have these with the green and blue. I'm sorry, green and gold. It gives that green a little bit of a blue tint to it. It's more like a teal, actually. And then you have these ones. These are the ones I was trying to show you before. We've had these before, and I couldn't get a close-up enough to show you what they look like. But these are really, now I can get close. Aren't they a cool cut? I love these. And hopefully we're still live because I don't see anyone mainly commenting anymore. Y'all were talking back and forth a lot. So hopefully we're still here. If not, maybe this is recording and at least it'll be there in the end. You get these as well. And these are corner to corner for the holes. And then you get another S-hook clasp that you can use that matches these. Teresa's here. Good. People are still out there. Da, da, da. Poor Gilbert is probably having a panic attack. That little boy. He gets very nervous when outside noises happen. Okay. Moving on to 28. Ooh, this one is nice. I like the things I see in this one. So this is Kit-a-Palooza 2023, kit number 28. If you're just tuning in or you've been tuning in while we've been blinking off and on, we are having power issues and internet issues and every other thing. So we hope you hang in there with us. And if you can't, you should be able to rewatch this later and skip over all those parts where it's just a blank screen or a frozen screen. But thank you for tuning in and hanging in there if you're still here with us. We're looking at Kit-a-Palooza kits. We're having Kit-a-Palooza now through Sunday. It started on Wednesday. So we've had Wednesday, Thursday, today, Friday, and then we'll have it Saturday and Sunday. We're planning to release at least 10 kits every day. And these kits, days 1 and 2 are already in the online store, what are still available. So you can get those at allegorygallery.com. And today's will go in after midnight tonight Eastern time, provided with all the technology problems we're having with the wind and the storm, that we can get these online tonight. But I'm hoping so. I'm going to put good energy toward that, and we'll get these in the online store tonight for y'all. Look at these. These are really cool. These look like old, and these are vintage anyway, but they look like they're so old, like it's almost like the finish is coming off, but that's the way they're done, and it's so cool. I love those. Oh, I love these colors in here. Look at those colors. Those pinks and blues. And they fade into one another. There's some yellow in there. And I like that cut too, those rectangles. Table cut looks like table cut rectangles. Gorgeous beads. And then, of course, you get this gigantic check glass button with the dragonflies. So that's a really, really pretty kit. What do y'all think of that one? Amanda says 4.4 centimeters this hour of snow and 5.1 centimeters next hour of snow.